All right, so let's take a ride in the Lucid Air Touring. First off, we got this comfy looking interior in here, pretty minimalistic. So the minute we sit down, it starts right up. As you can see, you just gotta put your foot on the brake and I'll push down, so we're shifting to drive, and we'll be off. Pretty quiet interior, and as you guys probably already know, Lucid has air suspension, so they're known to be very smooth. You can see there's a few different drive modes here. There's smooth, swift, and sprint. And there's also launch control on this thing when you're in sprint mode, so we'll try that out a little bit later just to see how that goes. You can adjust your steering wheel height with this, as well as your mirrors. You can adjust over here with that button. But so far it's a pretty smooth ride. The cabin is pretty quiet, not a lot of noise in here at all. Seats feel pretty comfortable, they're supportive. There's a whole bunch of safety features in here, so that chime was just to let me know that I'm speeding. And there is Apple CarPlay in here. My phone's disconnected right now. Oh, this is a touchscreen. Huh, this is a touchscreen. I didn't realize it was a touchscreen. So we'll get going. We're just in the regular mode. It's cruising along pretty well. This thing handles pretty good. We're gonna go hit this corner here, see how the body roll does. Hit that at about 50 miles an hour. Not a lot of body roll there. Yeah, as mentioned before, Lucid was kind of in a duke out with Tesla for who can have the fastest car here. Of course, I think that was with their top of the line trim that has over 1,000 horsepower and goes 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. This one is the Touring, and so this has 620 horsepower, 885 pound-feet of torque, dual motors, all-wheel drive, and goes 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. So definitely no slouch there. It's definitely peppy. And I'm impressed by the driving dynamics of this thing. You know, for being a bigger sedan, it drives pretty well. Right now I have the one pedal drive on the strongest level, so it slows down a lot when you let go of it. It'll slow me down all the way down to 0. Visibility is pretty good. These mirrors are a little bit on the smaller side, but they get the job done. Rear view mirror does good. The steering wheel is pretty chunky. It blocks a little bit of the view of the speedometer there, but it does feel good to touch. go down this kind of twisty road here. And it does pretty good. Handling doesn't, or the steering doesn't feel too stiff. It's not too heavy either. Yeah, it's not too heavy. It's not too loose. It feels pretty responsive. While we're staying at the stoplight, we'll play with this thing a little bit. You can flick that iPad thing up like that. That's cool. And there's a whole bunch of settings. Basically everything you can control in the car is inside of this iPad. Well, it's not technically an iPad. I shouldn't call it that. But yeah, hopefully we get to try the park assist too. Not green. I don't know what the hell this guy is doing. Let's try to do the auto park. So we'll hit that button. That's way over there, dude. Okay. I'm gonna go back here. Parking at Costco's always a bitch. Holy shit. So it says drive forward slowly. Start out, release brake, and steering wheel. Okay. Kind of freaky, but seems to be doing well. Try it again later when there's not a huge line behind us. Okay, let's hop inside of Costco and then we'll get driving again. Done at Costco, so let's try some highway driving. We'll get out of here. I want to try the Swift drive mode there. Steering feels a little bit stiffer when we're in Swift. And so while we're at the stoplight, we'll take a look around more. Again, there's a 21 speaker sound system, so why don't we... Sounds pretty good. Sounds kind of like a concert hall in here. And we'll get going. You can see when I turn the blinker on, it turns on that little camera over there. There is some controls over here for me to use, so that's neat. Feels smooth going over the road. Feels like I'm floating on some clouds. Alright, let's try this self-driving cruise control. So, hit that button. That'll, and it looks like you press. That's how you set the cruise control. I think this will also make lane changes for me if I put the blinker on. So why don't we try to do that? Lane change assist, not available. So I guess that's not available right now. So I mean, it's not doing bad. It did tell me to put my hands back on the wheel. Road noise is not that loud, even though we're going like 70. So yeah, I mean, cruise control is pretty decent. But it did tell me to put my hands back on the wheel briefly. Yeah, there we go. Again, to dismiss, gentle nudge of the wheel. Okay, so maybe if I nudge the wheel all the time, then it's okay. I guess it's just trying to keep me alert. Yeah, so right now it's making this corner for me. That's pretty good. Nudge the wheel. Yeah, so if you just nudge the wheel, then it does it for you. Lane change assist is not available, so I'll stop that. Okay, so we're gonna try 0 to 60. The Lucid Air Touring has 620 horsepower and about 885 foot-pounds of torque, and so we're gonna try see how that does. It should go 0 to 60 in about 3 point something seconds, and it does have launch control, so we're gonna try that out too. All right, so we're gonna go out here, and then to engage launch control, we're gonna put the floor, and then you see the little bear and go. Oh! And got to 70 there, so quite speedy. I'd say that definitely lived up to the 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Okay, so that about wraps up our drive. Yeah, that was great. It felt like a rocket taking off. All in all, it's a pretty enjoyable driving experience. Obviously, it's very fast with that 0 to 60 time in 3.4 seconds. I think it runs a quarter mile in about 11 seconds. So for a stock car, it's very speedy. The handling is pretty agile, and the different drive modes are helpful. The steering gets a little bit stiffer when you're in the more performance-oriented modes, but it's definitely not too heavy. The air suspension does great, and it feels like floating on a cloud. So, yeah, overall, I'd say it's a great driving experience in the Lucid Air Touring.